Denise from Connectarium. I'm based in Brazil, back to doing some of the videos in English. I have been away from the language in a few months. But now, this incredible October ahead of us, I'm here to talk our weekly conversation about the aspects, the main aspects in the sky. October is special because we have the fight between our way of acting, Mars, in the sign of Aries. I have another video here that I really encourage you to watch, an extended period of time of Mars in its sign of rulership, which is Aries, where it is very action, passion, more assertive, more, how can I say, towards fight and question leadership. In August, October, and in December, this Mars and Aries encounters the big meeting team in the sign of Capricorn, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto together, mirroring a lot of what we're seeing the year of 2020. And this encounter right now actually happens in the same degree, 22 degrees, when Pluto and Saturn met together in January, which caused but mirror. I prefer the word mirroring because it's not that the sky causes, but it mirrors what is happening down here. So all of that to say that this is not a week for us to seek for fights or to provoke others. It's much more for us to go deep within, remembering that in the traditional astrology, ancient colleagues, which open up all the space for us, they used to call Mars and Pluto the malefics, right? The ones that really are into rocking things, right? To really go deep and try to bring to the surface what is in the underground, especially with Pluto. So I believe this is a very important, besides all the tension that we're going to see in October, because of that fighting power, fighting the status quo, or this, looking for individuality in the space that we are not able to do that. So it's a lot of a confrontation with the status quo. We are anxious, we are encouraged to seek for those fights. But I think the biggest fight of all is within, right? So Pluto is the god of the underground. So it's Hades in mythology, the judge of the dead people, the one who decided who was going to go to the good place or the bad place. So it's all about going within and really be brave. Both Pluto and Mars talks about courage, especially being Mars in Aries. It's important month for us because we are going to soon see a big difference in energy. We are going to see Jupiter and Saturn, both leaving the density of Capricorn and going to Aquarius in December 21st. It's a big change in energy. We are leaving the density and going to an air sign. Those two together actually they have been meeting. They meet around every 30 and something years, but now in a sign of air, of the element air, it doesn't happen for the last 200 years. So it's a big encounter in this very different energy. So I see this end of the year, October especially, which is a lot of tension, as an opportunity for us to deep dive and finish all the big transformation we are doing in our lives, in the world, in society, in the way we see stuff, and be prepared to benefit from this change in energy. I know it's a lot. It has been a very tough year for all of us. And this tension now is a good reminder that it's not through fight or, fighting with people or provoking their anger that we're going to get somewhere. Especially because the sun is in the sign of Libra, which is all about the balance, justice, equality. So we might be seeing fights for equality this month, or for power, or people in the limit. So it's a good reminder to use all this energy within, especially with the Pluto explanation, right? That it's this god of the underground, for us to really see what we usually don't want to see. So Pluto means also the invisible, because it talks about unconsciousness, which does not mean that it does not exist, right? It exists a lot. Actually, the things we cannot handle, which is in the unconscious, usually dominates us. So that's the invitation to go deep dive and to really see and to really transform. Pluto is about cure, it's about regeneration. And just on the 4th of October, it is back to its direct movement. It was in a retrograde movement for around 6 months, and all planets that has this appearance of going backwards, which is the retrograde motion, inspires us to revise for a big revision. But now it's in its full power again, inviting us to go into this deep dive and just really cure and regenerate to the bottom of the bottom for us to be ready for this flip of energy of December. So that's the invitation. Take care of the anger, don't provoke, go within. We also have an important aspect relating to communication, which is Mercury opposing Uranus during this week. Important aspect. Mercury is in the sign of Scorpio, which is going deep, going again, seeing what is unseen. It's an opportunity for us to research, to go for the truth. Opposing Uranus, which gives us surprising news or unexpected information. We might see these unexpected movements, either in the way we communicate, we think, we make decisions. It's all about, when we say both of them, relates a lot to communication and internet, for example. So it could be overloading things on internet. But it's always an invitation for us to think differently, to think from a different perspective, to be open to the new, to be open for ways of thinking and perceiving things that we were not open to see yet. Although it's a tension aspect, so we can be more anxious or electrical or in a movement that is not all the time helping us because of this level of speed and anxiety that those together provokes us to be. But all aspects in astrology, you can go to a harmonic side or a disharmonic side. We can choose, right? So although there is a tension, you can always choose to be inventive, creative, which is another aspect of those two. So I think those are the biggest things happening in the sky. We're still in the full moon, so it's going to be the waning moon just on the 9th of October. So now it's a full power, right? The full moons are the peak emotional season of the month, where we see what's happening, the results of our actions. So take advantage of it. It was a full moon in the sign of Aries, energy, power, courage, be more competitive, so we need to take care of that. So it's a lot of energy, a lot of fiery energy. That's why it can be towards fighting also with this tension with Pluto that I was beginning the video with. But it is a full moon. And on the 9th, we're going to start the waning moon, which is the season of the month for us to come down, to empty ourselves and to prepare for a new cycle, which is going to be the new moon in October 16th in the sign of Libra, which is a very, very powerful new moon. Sorry, the new moon is going to be very powerful. And I will come back to talk about that also. Okay, for now, I wish you a wonderful week, this week of 5th of October. And take advantage, go within, be creative, open-minded, and I wish you a lovely week. We see you around. Take care. Bye-bye.